Hi, friends, and welcome to Universe Says. I'm Angela Copeland, and today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2021. In a moment, we're going to look at my calendar to see what quote it contains, our message from the universe. For those who've not joined before, this is basically a series where I look at my calendar, and you can see I have one of those daily calendars, and there's a quote for each day. Except weekends, they share one. Poor Saturday and Sunday don't rank for their own quotes, but important in my book, days at least. So these quotes are sometimes from famous people, sometimes not. Sometimes I've heard of them, sometimes I haven't. And on occasion, there's a quote of some kind, or I guess you'd say just a phrase, not necessarily attributed to anyone. These quotes are often inspirational or thought-provoking, but at a minimum, hopefully provide you an opportunity for a mindful moment during your day. And so my calendar was a gift from my realtor in Colorado, and we live there, and I'm so happy I get these lovely gifts from her still every year. And I always find something inspiring about the quote each day. Now, I haven't looked at the quote prior to this recording. I basically want to have a off-the-cuff natural reaction to it and what I think about it. And of course, invite you to share what you think about the quote and what it means. And while today is the 18th of May, 2021, if you happen upon this video on a different date, please know that the universe brought you here for a reason. There's some reason your little click here, click here, click here, click somehow landed on this video. The universe needed you to hear this quote on whatever day it is that you find yourself here. So thank you and welcome. All right, so we're going to look and see what today says. And again, we're on, right to it, May 18th. And here we are. We have a quote from Pythagoras. Friends are as companions on a journey who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. I'll read that again. Friends are as companions on a journey who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. Yeah, Pythagoras, I would agree with you. You know, friends should not be obstacles along your journey, but help you to grow and progress along that journey. So how many of you have had or do have friends that are holding you back in some way, or just don't support you, you know, in an emotional sense? Friends that drag you down or drag you back. Do you have that? Is that really a friend then? Pythagoras would say no, right? A friend is to help you persevere in the road to a happier life. And all right, that's where we're all trying to go, right? Trying to be happier in whatever way that means to us, you know, however that means to us. What makes us happier is different from person to person. But that's what friends are for. You know, even in times of struggle, a friend can pick you up. Sometimes it's that tough love, you know, kind of slapping you and waking you up and say, come on, snap out of it. But their intention is to support you to a happier life, to be more fulfilled in your life. That's what friendship is. Not someone who makes you feel less than you are. It makes you feel unworthy. Glory, we do enough of that kind of self-talk ourselves, right? We don't need friends helping us. So, have you had friends that maybe weren't such friends after all when you think about it? Curious what you think. Let's read this again. Pythagoras said, friends are as companions on a journey who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. Amen. And that road, you notice he said the word persevere. So it's not like everything's roses. There is perseverance required at times on that road to happier life. But that friend should help you with that and not be one more thing that's keeping you from furthering yourself on your journey. All right, so what do you think about that? Do you have an example of a friend that was a true friend versus a friend that maybe not so much? We probably all have at some point in our lives. And if you have one now, maybe this is that wake-up call to go, wait, what good purpose are they serving in my life? And if you can't answer that, it may be time for that friend divorce. We have to sometimes divorce friends. Friends aren't necessarily meant to last forever, and sometimes are kind of meant to only be with us for a certain phase or season of our lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All righty. So thank you for joining me for today's Universe Says. And I will be back, of course, tomorrow on the 19th. That's my intention. My intentions don't always work out, but that is my intention to see you tomorrow. And until then, please take care of yourself.